Hi my friend, this is Celestia. Welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card, we're gonna talk about what do they love about you? Who are they? We're gonna find out during the reading. They could be your friends, they could be your coworkers, they could be your parents, your lover. We're about to find out. As always, you have three piles to choose from. Pile 1 is gonna be the Three of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Pile 2 is going to be the Three of Cups from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck. Pile 3 is going to be the Three of Emotions from the Muse Tarot deck. How it works is you're going to look at these three cards and see which one resonates to you. If none of them resonate to you, then think of number 1, 2, 3, and then pick a number. And then you will scroll down to the description box and click on the timestamp that's correlated to your reading. I will see you at your reading. Hi Pile 1, if you pick the Three of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot deck, this is your reading. For tarots, you got a lot of cup cards. You got 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Page of Cups, and you also get 5 of Wands and Knight of Swords reversed. From your tarot cards, I see that people think that you go through a lot of changes in life. And you might still be in a transitional period of life with all these 5 of Cups or 5 of Wands, because number 5 means transitions in numerology. With 5 of Wands, I see that they love that you never give up no matter how difficult the situation seems like. You can literally change a difficult situation to an obstacle course and have fun with it, and even call in other people to join you on this journey to reach to your goal. Your goal sometimes seems unreachable because it's burning fire, but nonetheless, once you set your goals, not only you're gonna get there, you're gonna call up a group of people, maybe your soul tribes, to achieve the goal with you. People also love that you know when to let go. You have been through betrayal, you have been hurt by other people, and you have been devastated, but they don't drag you down. You may spend a period of time by yourself, cry over the situation, but you never do that for too long. You have your grief and you know how to honor those feelings and move on. With 7 of Cups, people think that you have a lot of options in life, whether it's your romantic life, your career, or even just personal life. I see that you are a very joyful person with 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is the ultimate fulfilling card. So people do think that you are abundant, even though it's not the pentacle. But 9 of Cups have this treasure chest on the bottom of her feet. You are abundant. And through this abundance, you gain your fulfillment because money can buy everything, but it can make people happy and can solve a lot of problems. And some people say that if money can solve the problem, it is not a problem. I think that applied to you, Pile 1. And with the Page of Cups, I see that you are a charming individual. Your energy, you can be funny, you are sensitive, you joke around, you're fun, and you're lucky, and people see that in you. You might be the lucky star for a lot of people around you. Once they be in your energy, they experience transformative experience, or their energy become lighter because you have that wisdom and lightness in you. With the Knight of Swords reversed, I see that people see you never dragged down by negativities for very long. You move fast, although sometimes you might appear impatient, but people still love you for that because these traits help people to see things from a different perspective. Maybe everyone is super tolerant and patient in a situation while you're like, this is too much, we shouldn't be tolerating this. And everyone around you will be like, I think Pile 1 make a lot of sense. We have been too tolerant and too being a softball on the situation, and Pile 1 is bringing a different perspective, and people love you for that. Also, because of all these cup cards, I see that people can tell you're very sensitive. You have a lot of emotions and you're not holding back your emotions. You are in tune with your inner self, and that's what people love about you. With your astrology card, you get the 4th house, semi-sextile, Jupiter, and Gemini. With the fourth house, people love how much you love your family and home. You have a solid background, and even now your home environment is comfortable. You might like cooking. You might offer to organize potluck parties. You might bring food, homemade food, or high-end cuisine to your friend's house party. You have a rich interworld. You like to read. You appreciate history. You love heritage. People may like your home a lot, whether it's the way you decorated it, the location, or just how the house look in general. People think you take care of yourself a lot, and hence you take care of people in your inner circle. And I can feel this. You have a really serene image, like you look clean, you are well put together, and for some reason people who become a part of your inner circle learn from you and catch up with you, and by being with you or by being your friend, they improve their self-image too. They want your opinion on how to decorate their home. I see people ask you a lot and ask for your help. They want to be in your energy, and by being in your positive energy, you uplift a lot of people. With the semi-sextile, it says allowing, encouraging, see the potential in, clarifies, give hopes, compensate, intuit, temper response cycles, grow, realize, rewards. Yeah, similar. Yeah, I think for some reason I pick up this energy when I was looking at the fourth house. It's just that people love that you always are so positive and encouraging others. You see potential in others, even though everyone else may think that person is not worthy of your time. You see the world with the rose glasses, and people appreciate you for that because you can point out the beauty of life that a lot of people have ignored for a long time, and you give people hope, and that's why people love you. With the Jupiter card, expansion is this enthusiastic, optimistic, generosity, benevolence, belief, luck, seeking, travel, positive lectures, foreign cultures, teaching. You love to travel. You are a lucky star. People love you because you seems to have such a playful energy, and you don't intimidate people. Like people really appreciate you because usually people with your kind of experience or competency or level of success will not be so open to interact with as many people, as many different background of people as you do, and people really appreciate that you let them be a part of your life, and you're very enthusiastic and optimistic. We see that all over the reading, and people see that because you're so positive and you share your positivity with others, people really appreciate you. Pawan, you're amazing. With the Gemini card, it says butterfly, curious, communicative, versatile, flexibility. Oh, it's funny, you got a flexibility from the Sacred Destiny deck too. Flexibility, social, collaborative, brilliant, perceptive, connected, vocal, adaptive, street smart, mobile, studious, superficial, restless. I am a Gemini rising. Pile. Gemini is the kind that always curious, always want to learn. We are never afraid of new challenge or new adventure. Gemini has this youthful energy, whether you look young or your energy is very light. I think I talked about that before, even before we got to this card. You're very flexible, you are very adaptable, you might live in multiple places in the world. Even within the city, you move around to different neighborhood and you are able to establish yourself, meet new set of friends. You have no problem just living. And that's what people love about you. With the animal spirit card, you get number 43, the owl spirit. You see clearly now. Number 59, starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. With these cards, the owl obviously is very, very wise. They stay up late. So maybe people, when people want to go out at night, they will give you a call because they think you might be up. You have a good vision, whether is your eyesight or your third eye. I think it's quite connected. You can intuitively tell if this person is your tribe or not. Usually, if you feel resistant about something or someone, there is a reason that later will play out. And you just have that alertness, and you do take care of people around you, and you warn them. You warn the people around you, and that's what they appreciate of you. Maybe there was an incident, and then later someone came to you and said, I should have listened to Part 1, or thanks to Part 1, I was paying attention to the situation, and then I protect myself. With the starfish, open to infinite possibility, I see that you constantly surprise people around you for the situation you are in, for the new people you're hanging out with. You might expand your friend circle or refresh your friend circle every now and then. I see that you like to travel. Maybe you moved a lot. Maybe you've lived in different part of the world, and everywhere you go, you have a new set of friends, but these set of friends don't know what happened to you before you get there, and they only see that side of you. And then when later you went back to your previous life and your new friends saw you hanging out with your old friend, they'll be like, oh wow, I didn't know Part 1 used to do that, and they have a different side of them that we never know before. And by looking at your life, people feel like they are living a dream that they never dream of, and you inspire a lot of people, Part 1. And then you get To Be Fair reversed. This is number 38. This card tells me that people see their unfairness in your life. There are times that you were not treated fairly and people feel bad about it. However, they admire for your never giving up. From watching you overcome these obstacles, these difficult situations in life, people gain more understanding of you, and they know that even at the most difficult time, you are wise. See, you have two owls in this reading. You might be what they call an old soul. And also doesn't mean that you live a lot of lives. It really means that you've learned a lot of lessons and your soul progress as you learn these lessons, Part 1. You might even be here just to demonstrate other people how we can overcome our obstacles. You do it. You teach people by action, by being yourself, by living your life. And this might be a big part of who you are, of the purpose why you are on this world, just to demonstrate that we are capable of anything. Wow. This reading is not about who you are on a soul level, but I feel like this is coming out. This is really cool, Pile 1. I hope it's making sense so far. And then you get New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Yeah, over again in this reading, I see that you have a lot of options. You've been mistreated before. You face a lot of challenge and difficulties, but nothing stopped you. You always take action. You might even tell people that don't give up just because this happened to me. So what? This thing happened to me and to other people. And it is not an excuse. You may even hear other people tell you their story and be like, nothing is excuse. I can only speak from my perspective, Part 1's perspective, that nothing will stop Part 1 from taking action, because Part 1 is a leader, is a pioneer. Part 1 is here to be an example. That's why people love about you, Part 1. I almost feel like you don't care about what negative things people say about you, because you know that they don't know my full story. You have the patience to live your life and be yourself to the point that eventually people will come around and realize, wow, Part 1 is wise. Part 1 made the right decision. Part 1 did not get bothered by those difficulties. And Part 1 never stopped moving. Last but not least, you get the flexibility card. I think I showed you this earlier along with Gemini, because Gemini card also says flexibility. This card showed me that for sure you're a leader. Aries is a leader too. Aries is a pioneer, but then Tiger is the king of the jungle, isn't it? Yet, this tiger is peaceful. This tiger is observant. This tiger is not going to attack for no reason. This tiger has the authority However, this tiger is also nurturing, kind, and has empathy. This tiger can see from afar, from a much higher angle, and this tiger make this bamboo woods peaceful. In Chinese culture, bamboo symbolize prosperity and happiness. For example, you're a government official or even you work in corporate, it means that you can be promoted because bamboo has those little section. We take it as you can progress with your career. So people see that all these beautiful quality in you, Pawan. And I do feel like using another deck. I didn't pull them out at the beginning, but I feel like there might be a message for you, Pawan. I'm looking at the Work Your Lights Oracle deck because we talk about how you inspire people. Your life purpose might be here to even showcase people that how you can overcome these obstacles. So the ever unfolding rose cracked open is happening for you, not to you. Wow. This card is beautiful. I want to read what it means. The ever unfolding rose cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continuously unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cruising the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and crack you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailings, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the portrait of life. Everything is going to be okay. Work your light. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. Yeah, Pawan, I'm sorry you're going through a difficult time if you are. I do see that in your reading with all these five energy. But I also see that people love your positivity and how you are a living example to show them how you can overcome these difficulties. You are a living example to a lot of people. And you're truly an inspiration, Pawan. Thank you so much to tuning in to this reading. I hope it makes sense. If this reading resonates with you, could you give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, a number 1, so I know that you stay until the end of the reading. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. If you picked the Three of Cups from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck, this is your reading. Pile 2, I pre-shuffle all the cards, both my tarot cards and my oracle cards, and wow, it's just the synchronicity with these cards are amazing. You got the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, the 8th house, and the Pluto. Anyway, I'm just gonna explain what I see because it's hard to talk about these cards one by one because a lot of them, the energies are intertwined and connected. From the Wheel of Fortune, I see that you've went through a lot of up and down in life. You were not born yesterday. Your life was not a smooth sailing. You've been through extreme success and you've got kicked to the bottom of the mountain too. And people see that you have this wide range of life experience. You've been through the 4 seasons of life. With the Devil card, I see that people think you are very seductive, very, very attractive. They can't pinpoint Why exactly make you so attractive? Because maybe you are not the most beautiful, you are not the best in shape, you don't have the highest degree. Maybe you do, but I'm just saying that you have this mysterious energy with Pluto, with the eighth house, with Devil, that people cannot figure you out. This reading is about what people love about you. I think what people love, they are obsessed actually about your mysterious. Eighth house, it says investments, intensity, contracts, sex, secret, mysterious obsession, kundalini energy, stalking, the underworld. But on top of this card, it says the intimacy. For some reason, when people look at you, no matter their gender or their sexual preference, you have this ability to arouse people just in general. This is an energy almost a little dark, but it doesn't mean that you're there to hurt people. It's not so clear. People don't understand, but they're so attracted to you. And it's a mystery to them. With the Pluto card, it's this transformation. Pluto is the planet that rules Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign for eighth house. They're all connected. You have all these cards are connected to each other. That's so fascinating. On this transformation, Pluto card is this renewal, inner resource, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, evolution, composting, cycles, death, rebirth. Death, rebirth, you literally have wheel of fortune that's going up and down. Suspicions, obsession, intensity, taboos, clearing extremes. People, yeah, people love about your mysteriousness. The moment they think they figure you out, you do something else, they're like, what? What is going on with Paltu? But this is what's going on with Paltu, and this is why people appreciate you so much. With the Nine of Swords, I see that you've went through devastated situation. You might even came close to death because I see a lot of ghosts on this card. This terrible nightmare, but this card came out reversed, made me think that those terrible, terrible moments didn't turn you into an alcoholic, didn't turn you into a drug addict. You came out still beautiful. You got Queen of Cups. This is the most nurturing and kind queen there is. She is so sweet that you have the ability to turn a very harsh, difficult conversation into a nurturing and considerate dialogue. With the Ace of Swords come out reverse, you see this hand is holding this sword. It could probably just cut into the hand, yet this card come out reverse make me feel like you are an expert in communicating, in smoothing people's emotion, in changing a hostile situation to a kind and peaceful situation. That is your superpower, Pal, too. And then you also have Knight of Cups come out reversed. I see that people love that you have a very abundant life, very fulfilling life, but then you don't brag about it. You always look for new challenge. You challenge yourself. You are generous. You help others. You don't sit in your old success in your past and drown on those success. You actually share with people authentically about your success and your failure. You gave people a candid picture of who you are. You don't only sugarcoat the good things, you also came out honest. Yet people can't figure you out because with the dots you gave them, they cannot draw a straight line between the dots because they are very extreme with your story. How to? With the 10th house, I see that you have a great reputation. Your career is very important to you, and you may have a very good, positive reputation. You seem to always achieve the next goal in your career. People perceive you as competent. They even see you as famous somehow. Maybe you have your own social media, have a lot of followers. Maybe you go on stage, you're a speaker. And somehow people see you in spotlight. You see the spotlights and the crown as if you are looked up upon by people. You're an authority figure. You are building a legacy. You have your purpose, and you live as if you know the ending of your story, and the ending is a successful story. And then in the astrology card, you get the Queen Cups. complexity. It says puzzles, irritates, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, mismark, require translations, adjust, make curious, educates, transform. Yeah, again, people are just so puzzled by who you are. And I think that's one of the things they love about you, because you are a never ending story. People can always learn something from you. They're fascinated by your story. I don't see you go out and just tell everyone everything you have done in your life, because it's hard to believe. And you are a lot more low key than people think you are, just because you hold yourself off. You actually are very intuitive, you're very nurturing. You want your story to be relatable to people, but it may not be if you tell them your whole story. So you do hold back, I feel like. See here, you got the deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. Number 18, the deer spirit and the queen of cups really give me this energy of kind, nurturing, soft. You're very gentle, you're very sweet, yet you also have this devil energy and Pluto transformation. You've gone through Knight of Swords, these devastating experience, and you have success too with Nine of Cups. But all of them, both the Knight card came out reversed, make me feel like no matter if it's your worst moment or your best moment, you neutralize them to make them who you are. And at the core of your body, you are this Queen of Cups, you're this deer spirit, you are very gentle. You are here to help people. However, people from the outside, especially people don't know you very well, they think you of that devil energy because they can't figure you out. They just find you so seductive. And then you get number 50, the rhino spirit. Overcome, it says overcome any obstacle. And this is the most beautiful and floral rhino there is. You have a great sense of style. Even when you wear the most plain clothes, people still feel this angelic energy from you. They still give you positive feedback or compliments. It's like you can't do wrong with how you look. You can be the weird dry skin animal and you're still so decorative. I see that in people's eye. People see you really positively. Like you may even be puzzled why they see me like that. Because inside you're so nurturing, you're so loving, you see yourself no different than anyone else. Maybe you're lucky, but you don't think yourself as highly, but a lot of people put you on a pedestal, especially opposite sex. You also get number 43, deep knowing. You are intuitive, you know a lot of things. Like I said, you live your life as if you know how it's gonna play out and you are going to win the upper hand. You wish you could warn your enemy, don't go that past, because if you piss me off, it's gonna be ugly. But you're so nurturing, you're still gonna give them a smile and hold yourself back to not make them look too bad. And then you got, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. What did I say? You get Pluto, you have the Ace house, and then you get a Scorpio card. Scorpio, Ace house, Pluto. Look at those house and planet in your natal chart. Tell me if they're really, really significant. People love that you never hold on to negativities. There obviously are negativity in your life with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Swords. However, how too? You have a superpower. Those things don't get to you. I guess maybe because metaphorically you're thick skinned as a rhino. If this were your spirit animal, it just energy are just air. You can easily blow them away or you just charge through them. And they don't bother you because I'm Paul too. I'm Queen of Cups. You know who you are. Even if you don't realize that you're a Queen of Cups, you realize that you seem to have been lucky with life. There are dark spots in your reading here and there, but your positivity or your wisdom overshine all of them. And the last card came out for you is forgiveness. Forgiveness make me feel like you definitely went through some difficult things and people appreciate you for your ability to forgive the party that hurt you, that make you went through those difficult situations. You don't hold on to the grudges, you release the negativity. Even at the harshest moment, you hold your tongue and you don't speak words that will make permanent damage. And if you had, you probably had apologized to the other party, because at the core, you are so loving and nurturing, and you forgave the people. Forgive, by the way, doesn't mean forget. You forgive those people because you want to release the negativity and move on with your life and focus on what you want to achieve. I see that with the 10th house. You're very goal oriented, and career is probably very important to you. But it doesn't mean that you're going to forget what happened to you. You learn your lesson with the wheel of fortune. Like everything you went through life, the good and the bad, you learn your lesson, and that's what makes you who you are, pal. Too, you should be really, really proud of yourself, and I appreciate you as well for going through all these things and still being a queen of cups, still being so nurturing and loving. Now I did this for pile 1, that I want to pull one card from Work Your Life Oracle, and you get Sisterhood of the Rose. It says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Seriously. Like mystic, mysterious, secrets, it's everywhere in your reading. How to? Let me read this card. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devote their life to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is a path of devotion and beauty. Walking this way means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart, the secret geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. Work your light action. Surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. I'm just amazed by all the synchronicities with the car, because I did mention that you're so beautiful with the rhino spirit, and there are so many flowers surrounding it. Being in nature, you're just a beautiful existence, Paltu. Wow. As human on earth, we appreciate your existence, Paltu. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope it makes sense. If you stay until the end of the reading, leave me a number 2, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, Pal 3. If you pick the 3 of emotions, this is your reading. For your tarot cards, you get 5 of inspiration, 5 of emotions, 2 of materials reversed, 10 of voices reversed, 9 of voices, 8 of materials reversed, and page of inspiration. From these cards, I see that pile 3, people think that you go through a lot of transformations with all these 5 cards in your tarots. In numerology, 5 is a number for shifts, for changes. And 5 of inspiration, I believe, is 5 of wands. 5 of wands in traditional tarot is 5 people fighting each other. The funny things, I feel like my pile 1 also get 5 of wands and 5 of emotions. Interesting. Anyway, 5 of inspirations is 5 of wands in traditional tarot. It shows me that you are not afraid of conflicts. You are laser focused to your goal, and people see that you will achieve your goal at all cost. And you kind of are in your own energy with this card. This woman is all over the place doing her own thing. You're quite surreal. You are to yourself, and you have your own style. With 5 of emotions, it is the 5 of cups. People know that you've went through heartbreaks and devastation. You might be cheated on before. Those are the energy that people think you went through. And then with the Two of Material reversed, I see that people are curious why my pile 3 can juggle so many tasks while still living a lavish lifestyle. Because this girl is wearing athleisure, yet she's holding two huge roses. That's luxury, that's comfort. You have a lot going on in your life, pile 3, yet you seems to perfectly balance everything that goes on. And people were like, interesting. I get to know pile 3. With Ten of Voices come out reversed, people love that you have gone through really devastating situation. It doesn't stop you from gaining your strength and come out triumphant. You are a force to be reckoned with, pile 3. Nothing can hold you down. Even 10 swords cannot stab you into the ground. With Knight of Voices, I see that you are straightforward. You are very powerful with your communication, whether it's the words you choose, whether it's how you speak. You are natural, you're confident, you're goal-oriented. People know that you are aimed for success. You're literally a flying horse, and why stopping the flying horse? You're like a sun. Some people probably eventually want to worship you just because that energy you gave off, that confidence that you possess. With the Eight of Materials, I see that you gain reputation and admiration through hard work and your devotion. You are hardworking and people appreciate you for that. You have Two of Materials come to Eight of Materials. A lot of people in your life probably have seen you progress from not a lot to abundant. They see you through whether social media or just here and there conversation. They see your progress. You used to have 2 roses, now you have 8 roses. You used to have 2 hands, now you have 8 hands. They see you develop into the being that you are, but I don't think they see the whole progress. They just know one day you're a 2, now you're an 8. And they're missing all the in between. Although they do know that in between you went through devastation, you went through challenges, you were heartbroken, and yet you still driven, you still aiming to your goal, keep going. With the Page of Inspiration, people know that you're very creative. Although your creativity is not traditional creativity, you almost have ventured off to the traditional route, maybe doing a tarot reading or something that people had never imagined you would have done before. And people admire for your devotion, they admire your dedication, they are puzzled. There is a lot of mystical energy with what you are doing now. They have no idea how on earth you have the grit and the gut to decide to pivot your life to this new route. And then with astrology card, you get 6th house and Venus. 6th house is ruled by Venus. They're connected. On the 6th house card, it says craft, work, detail, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, method. And then on Venus, it says love, beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensitivity, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. Pile 3. No wonder you choose the Muse Tarot deck, which I think is a gorgeous, gorgeous, very feminine tarot deck. I feel like with the Venus and 6th house, you're just beautiful. Even if you don't look traditionally perfect like a model, you take care of yourself, the way you're dressed, your energy, the way you act, make you very, very elegant and beauty. And people perceive you as beautiful. And you gave off this vibe of luxury, of wealth. Doesn't matter if you are rich or not, it's your energy, it's who you are. And people think that you're very diplomacy, you're great of handling high level interactions with powerful people, and you take time to take care of yourself. You have self-care ritual, you have great value. There are a lot of pleasures in your life, whether you eat great food, beautiful Michelin star restaurants, you go travel to exotic places, you take cruises, you do things that's luxurious and pleasure, and people are very attracted to your style and to your taste. I see that your taste is quite elegant. And then with the sixth house, I do see that people see you very dedicated to your work, along with the pentacle cards in your tarot reading. People see that you spend a lot of time and focusing on your work, and you take your health seriously. You might be on a diet, at least you eat very clean, very healthy, organic. You don't use much plastic, maybe. You have daily rituals. Maybe you make your moon water. Maybe you meditate every day. You do yoga. You exercise. You're very organized. Your home might be very, very clean, very organized, and spot perfect. Although I do get this feeling that you may have very high expectation of yourself and also the people that you're dealing with. People do feel pleasure by you. However, they also appreciate that high standard that you have because you motivate everyone to be better, to give their best. Being around you is a constant reminder that I can be better. And then you get the opposition card, balance. It says relate, mirrors, interact, confronts, make conscious, manifest, disciplines, conflicts with, test, objectify, calls out. The opposition card remind me of the Knight of Voice, that you are straightforward. You are not afraid of even consequences by voicing your truth, by being authentic. You are a mirror to people around you. You point out things that people either ignore or they are so afraid to confront. You are just honest. And I see that when you say these things, you are aiming for the highest good of everyone. You have a bigger perspective. And that's what's driven you and causing you to have the courage to voice your true opinion. And then with the Uranus, you get revolution. It has a fly and a dead fly on this card and thunderstorm. Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. On this card, it says breakthroughs, brainstorm, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarian, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, edge, diversity, lightning. So pile 3, you are unpredictable. Aquarius or Uranus may be playing a big role in your natal chart, but nonetheless, you are a wild card. People may feel like it's hard to predict what you're gonna do next. You are surprise after surprise. You're just unordinary, pile 3. You may have been to a lot of places, have a lot of different experience, and you're very adaptable. You may be interested in the newest technology. At least you're curious to learn. You have a higher calling. People know that about you. And people know that because you believe in your purpose and your calling, you are not afraid of opposition. We're talking about why people love you, but I do feel like some people may be intimidated by you, but then on the other side, some people may love you for it. We're not here to be loved by everyone. I'm just calling out the energy that I can feel from your reading. People love you for being yourself. When people love you, they truly love you and they will be there for you no matter what. Because if they value these characters of you, it's really like soul tribe kind of tight connection. And then you get number 31, groundhog spirit. It says time to let go. And then 49, rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. So with these cards, I see that you don't hold grudges. Even with your opposition, after this conversation, you move on. You're like, I'm just talking about the situation. I'm not gonna have negative connotation just because we didn't agree on this one matter. You still see everyone as a human being. They're multifaceted. You have an easy time to let go of the challenges, of the devastation, of the hurtful events in your life. And that's what people love about you, because you have a purpose. And with this rabbit spirit, you are lucky, you are prospered, and you are gentle. Even though you might come out sometimes aggressive when you disagree with someone, but at the end of the day, people know that you're gentle. Like both animals are furry, they're soft, they're tiny, they're cute. So I think that speaks something about you. Like people may say that you're cute, like they don't want to hurt you. Even people don't agree with you because you look delicate. Something about you that people feel like you're a delicate rose, or people feel protective. They want to protect you. And then you get the unexchanged gifts, number 27. This card made me feel like you are a giver. You are generous with your energy, with your thought, with your idea. And sometimes you gave so much that you forget that there needs to be a balance of give and take. That's a very kind of you, Paul, too. Another message from this card is that people see you juggling a lot of tasks. They might think that you don't have the energy or you don't have the capacity to take care of everything. Although you don't give up on your dream, maybe you have a lot of different hobbies, different interests, and you want to do them all. And who said that you can't do them all? It may take you longer to get there, but you never give up. That's what people love about you. And then you get the balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. People see you as balanced, and you are always working on ascending your spirituality, ascending your consciousness while moving along with your material world, with your work and career. You have a good balance of the spirituality and this 3D life. Last but not least, you get a wisdom card. Giving everything that we just talked about you, Pile 3, people know that you have a deep wisdom that is ancient, that is real, that is goddess-like. You live a life in your own way, Pile 3, that not everyone understands, yet it seems like it worked out for you. Even though people don't understand why you make certain decisions and why you do things the way you are, it worked out. Some people may mistake it as luck, but really you have a wisdom that came with you when you were born. You may not even know why you did the thing the way you did, but it just worked out, and it may not work out any other way if you choose to divert from your intuition. You just have that ability that's beyond words. Last but not least, I pulled one card from Work Your Light Oracle deck for all the other piles, so I want to do that for you too. Okay, this is the one. Lemuria, create heaven on earth is happening, pile 3. Oh, I love this. This is so pretty. My goodness. I do want to read the meaning of this card for you. It says, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of the Earth's lost islands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are a part of the transition team who at soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding a clear vision of the future. It's closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds and thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. Work your light transmission. Hold the card on your heart and say, I hold the code of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Thank you for all the work you've done for us on earth, and the work you've done helping people around you and influence these people. You are making this world a better place because you exist. You are creating heaven on earth. You are sent by spirit. Your soul picked this life to make this world better because you are authentic, you speak your truth, You understand that all the hardship you've gone through are just a phase, a season. They're there so that you can learn your lesson and ascend your soul. And at some point, you might even tell the people around you and become a teacher yourself and tell people that this is heaven. Heaven is what you make out of it. So does hell. So why don't we make this the heaven? Pile 3. This reading is amazing, and I see a lot of pink in your reading. I feel like when people around you, you open people's heart and people feel more loving and light, more angelic around you. So thank you, Pile 3, for everything you have done for everyone around you. If you stay until the end of this reading, leave me number 3. I hope to see you next time. Bye.